I just picked some asparagus out of the garden that was ready to eat. Isn't this pretty? Yeah, fresh asparagus. Oh, I can't wait. And there's strawberries on the vine now. I can see them growing. It is cool. Yep, I don't know how much of everything will grow, but we do have cool asparaguses going. Thought I'd show you. Got some eggs from the chickens. Look at this. These are all washed. That's a huge egg. But they've all gotten a little bigger. They're looking good, aren't they? Delicious. Just thought I'd share that with you too. Good morning, YouTubers. Good morning, friends and family. RV Debs here. It is Monday around 11 a.m., 10:30 a.m. Having my coffee. Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Oh, good girl. Lily and Rosie say good morning. Let me fix my hair. I'm going to take a shower in a few. But I thought I would get back on here and give you another story. I was asked a few times, and some people already know this, others don't, is how Kat and I met. Being that I am part of her family and, you know... Really? What? Okay, you have to wait a few minutes. What? Anyway, you lay down for a few minutes. Lay down. Being that I am part of the family here and been accepted totally, which is amazing, fabulous and amazing, I will go back and tell you how we met. It was 1980, long time ago. I had been living in Key West, Florida for about 2.5 to 3 years, maybe 2.5 years. Used to be able to play guitar and sing for my living. I don't do it anymore. My fingers don't have any calluses, and I have, you know, longer nails, and I really don't play guitar much anymore. And I've thought about starting again, but, you know, sometimes when I'll take the guitar out and try to play a little bit, my fingers hurt, and I just give it up. But I used to be pretty good, and I used to play in all over Florida and a lot of places. But anyway, I was playing in Key West steady for 2.5 years. At the last place I played, where I was, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I broke up with a guy. We were basically just about engaged. We were engaged, but we didn't know each other that well, and he wound up cheating on me, and I packed up my car at the time, and I had a dog named Ty, and packed him up, and we split back to North Miami where my parents lived. And when I got there, it was, I don't know what time it was, but it was probably late afternoon, and they weren't home, and I didn't have the keys. So I knocked at the neighbor's door right across the hall, because it's a condominium type of place. So if you open your door, there's a door across the hall. I knocked at the door, and I explained, well, okay, so a guy and a girl lived there. They were brother and sister, and they were really nice. And they said, come on in, and I sat there and waited with them. Talked to them, got to know them, and finally my parents came home. Well, while I was talking to them, they said, we go to OA meetings, which is Overeaters Anonymous. And so they invited me to go along. I was not very heavy then. I always have had weight to lose. I mean, I've never been slim, but I was like probably, I don't know, maybe 175 pounds maybe. Of course, the thing always says you should weigh like 130. And I'm like, okay, never. But anyway, went to the OA meeting. And the first meeting I went to, my mom went with me, and there was a guy sitting, and he told his story. He had lost like 75 pounds, and he was this handsome guy. And my mom was like, this guy's cute. Anyway, wind up is he and I started dating But he said, I'm going to an OA meeting in Hollywood if you want to come along. And I did. So we went to Hollywood, Florida. And that was about maybe a 20-minute drive, the most. And that's where I met Kathy. You can stand up and introduce yourself to people. And they have a book that everybody puts their name and phone number so that if anybody wants to call for support and friendship, you can. So I got up there and told everybody that I had just moved from Key West and I would love to make friends. If anybody's interested, give me a call. Let's get together. Kathy gave me a call, basically, and said, you want to come over for dinner? And I did. Brought the guitar, brought the dog, got to meet her two sons. We had a great dinner. She made it, I'll never forget it. She made a roasted Cuban-style chicken, and it was delicious. And we just clicked. I mean, we absolutely clicked. The kids were like, Lee and Nathan were like 6 and 7.5. They're close in age. They were like, 6 and 8, the most. And we just all became friends. Next thing you know, I basically, her and I got a place to live. We started living together. We lived together for several years. And then I went to broadcasting school at the time because I was kind of tired of the bar scene and playing guitar and singing. I just was ready for something else. So I went to this broadcasting school in Florida. And after I was out of it, I was booked as a disc jockey for my first job in Clearwater, Florida. So that was it. So I moved everything, and Kat and my mom and dad helped me move, and we went to Clearwater, got me an apartment. My cousin lived there, and so she and I are close. Her name is Maxine. Anyway, so that was it. And then a few years, we would take vacations together. Like once a month, I would drive to where Kat lived in North Miami and hang out and enjoy ourselves. We went to Jamaica. We took a cruise. We just always had fun together. And then as the years went on, 1991, I found us a house. Her kids and her moved to the Clearwater area. And we all lived together again. And pretty much that's how it went. We got into the business of making jewelry and painting things and selling and going to Renaissance fairs and arts and crafts shows, and the rest is history. We just became such close friends. And I remember the first time I met her mom, it was a Mother's Day, and this was back in the 80s, and I went to Christmas at her house. She always had a lot of family there, always had a big Christmas. So I knew her mom and her kids, and we just grew as best friends, and that's the story. And now here I am, what is it, 37 years? It's going to be 37 years this April. So it's April right now. Yep, anniversary time. And we're like sisters. We've never been anything but like sisters. And Kat's been such a good friend. My mom, when she got her strokes and then she had dementia and then Alzheimer's, Kathy was right there with me, helping me with her and helping my dad and I, and we all lived in the house together for a while, and we're just there. I don't think you could be any closer as friends. I would think that it would be hard to be any closer to anybody. We really are close, and we know each other so well. And I got married, and she got married a year later, and we both married guys named Mark. And it's just been a wonderful friendship. And I mean, now we are sisters. We're definitely soul sisters. Her mom's my mom. I love her. And I love her family. We had a great family night last night. Well, actually, it wasn't family night, but it was because it was Sunday. But it was the littlest boy, Hunter, was his second birthday, 2 years. And it was a load of fun. He is precious. And that was it. So we've really close. That's how we met, and that's how we are now. We're just all such close friends. And I'm so pleased and proud and just grateful to have them, because when my parents passed away, I didn't have really anyone but my cousin, a couple cousins. And it's just like I have a true family now, and I do. And yes, I live in a little tiny town in Texas, and could it be a better area for me? Yes, it could. I would love to be in Northern California or Oregon or Washington, but I don't really know anyone up there other than a couple people, but it's not like Kat. So for now, I'm here. I don't see myself really changing my place where I live. I do see myself taking vacations and getting away from here. I would love to have a place in the summer to get out of Texas, somewhere where it's not quite as hot. That would be awesome. But I'm here, and this is where I am, and money's tight, so I just hang out right here. And that's the story of me and my dear friend Kathy and her lovely husband and her family. They're my family, so it's a really sweet area here. It has a lot of great things. As a matter of fact, yesterday was so hot. In the afternoon it was like 90, and it's very hot. This morning it's in the 60s. It's supposed to get into 70s. That's it today. So for the next few days we have highs in the 70s. I love that weather. I wish it would stay that way all year, but it won't. The garden's growing. It's looking good. I eat eggs now from the chickens. I don't have to buy eggs anymore. And that's it. That's what's going on today here in a little town in West Texas. Hope you enjoyed my story. Love you all. I read your comments. I try to answer them all when I can. And I appreciate it. I do. I love you guys. You're so... Oh my God. It's like having an extended friendship and family all over the country, even in other countries. So thanks again. I hope you have a beautiful day. Talk to you later. Peace out, my friends.